I heard we were doing a sequel. Hi, what's up, how are we today? It's Mebby, and bad things are certainly happening in Oz. If you don't already know, Wicked for Good was released earlier this week, and you know what? The movie has its critiques, the movie has its good points. I'm not really here to give you my letterbox on Wicked for Good, mainly because I haven't seen it yet. I'm seeing it later this week. I'm sure I will etch in my personal opinions on it later in the video or right now.
I think I know why Ariana has been crying so much in the press tour, and it's because she cried so much in the movie. Like half the time, I swear to God, Linda was crying.
Awesome. Great. I'm so excited. But I'm not really here to discuss that. Again, I am here to talk about the press tour. Do you want the press tour? If you don't already know, I did a video about this last year when the last Wicked movie came out. It was a silly time. Crazy things were happening. Everyone was crying. We were holding space. Memes galore exploded. And this year, although is slightly different, we still have that same energy going on. So in today's video, we're going to talk about some of that new energy and also about some of the concerns that have been brought up with this musical. And less with the musical and more with the actors, actresses, they're scaring me. I should have been cast in this film. What the f? Also, trigger warning for later in this video, I'm going to talk about some possibly triggering topics surrounding ED. I'm going to keep it short and brief and not go too deep into it, but I do think it is a very important thing to address just for the concept of whatever is going on here. Here are the timestamps, just in case you need to skip over that part. You should be able to watch the majority of this video and get the same things taken away. I just wanted to clarify that. Also, before we get fully started, if you are all interested and haven't already, if you could check down below and see if you're subscribed, I would greatly appreciate that. That would be wicked, as they say in England. I don't know what they say in England. Whenever I get a notification that one of you guys has subscribed, I feel so popular and like I am that girl, and I truly think, what is this feeling? It's wonderful. I feel like I kind of ate that up. Yeah, with that, let's get right into this video. Not as much happened in this press tour, and I have my theories on why. One of them is basically, I think like producers and managers simply thought they were doing too much last time. They were crying, again, creating meme after meme after meme. It was so iconic, but it genuinely did concern people. If you guys need a little reminder of what the original Wicked press tour was like, here's an example.
Well, got a little bit of her softness, and she's got
her strength,
a little bit of my strength.
Yeah. Truthfully,
this film means so much to me, and there are so many millions of kids like me who find refuge in the witches, and I just want to let you know that
no, you both have to stop.
sorry, I'm
Like,
so sorry.
Oh my goodness! Stop now.
Me. We're all crying together.
Not the time, helicopter.
I don't think she can hear you.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Stop, you guys!
Do you think their managers were like, you have to stop, so they ran away?
Emotional.
We can't help it. We're trying our best. But there's a lot of emotional things that happen, and we're just going with it.
Yeah, you need to understand.
Period.
It's
We're
been like
weeping,
3 years, people.
Stopping hearts.
There's a lot
We've had to
going
keep
on.
this in for such a long time.
That was basically every interview with them last time, and like they said, they were emotional. I understand. I also think it was somewhat due to some of the unprofessionalism of the people interviewing them. I feel like we could have handpicked a little better, and I feel like they did for this press tour. At least I personally am not seeing as many unhinged things going on. And of course, you can't forget that holding space for defying gravity. If you have somehow never seen that clip in your life, here.
This week, people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful.
Didn't know that was happening. If you want to see more where that came from, again, I made a video on it. But this time around, although it hasn't been as unhinged, it has still produced some relevant memes. A significant meme that was Cynthia Erivo being clocked into the GIF factory was her discovering that her hat had been taken on the last press tour and getting it returned to her, and the whole story that was in itself.
Last year at the London premiere, you forgot your act, your stuff.
Yes.
I have it. For real. You want No, I'm not. I found it. Oh my god.
Gagged.
I found it when you left.
Yeah.
I have it in my house.
Oh my god. You want it? May I have it back, please?
I don't have it on me.
Oh my goodness.
We will be in London.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If
we see you in London, I will give them my number.
Yes.
You will contact.
Genuinely, I want to know if they like plotted. They found her hat. They're like, we're gonna get to her when Wicked for Good is released. Tell her that we have the hat, not bring the hat and then get taken to Wicked for Good. I genuinely want to know if they thought of that master plan, because that's insane. Also, like, I understand taking her hat. I don't know if I understand telling her that you took her hat. But again, it could have been their master plan. They had the concept. I'm going to reference that thousands of times in this video, by the way. That quickly ignited on Twitter. The day after that original video was posted, I think everything on my Twitter timeline was her just shockingly pushing away. And you know what? Keep that damn smirk on your face, Cynthia. You deserve it. There are a plethora of Cynthia memes. Again, one of my personal favorites, her gazing into the future like Raymond Simone. I cackled the first time I saw that. These movies in general were just a GIF factory, and I wouldn't want it any other way. I've heard someone say that Cynthia Erivo is the IShowSpeed of the gay community, and I don't think I've ever heard a better connection than that. Another meme that I also found fairly entertaining was Ethan Slater. Hey, he's been on his good behavior, although he kind of like ditched his wife for Ariana, and that's not good behavior. You're still in the naughty list, Ethan Slater, and not in the sexy way. But as far as his general presence and meme generation, it hasn't been too much, you know? He's been chilling. But there was one interview conducted with him that honestly, humble king.
Now, you are a lot of people's celebrity crushes.
That can't be right.
I'm dead. Like, he was so incredibly quick with that. It's honestly a little sad, but also you're not the best person. Or if this fact that he played SpongeBob, or the fact that he looks like a Tin Man in the movie, I don't know what it is. Comedic genius. That was what that was. And I feel the need to address a certain meme that has sparked very quickly today, like particularly, like literally today. I don't know where it came from, but Madame Morrible, Wicked Witch. Michelle Yeoh again plays Madame Morrible, and for some reason she made the connection that MM translates to Wicked Witch. Genius, right? She's not the good guy, she's a wicked witch. Very clever wordplay queen. But she's bringing it up in every single interview.
Just went from MM to WW Wicked Witch. Madame Morrible, MM. Flip it around, Wicked Witch. Yeah. MM, Wicked Witch. Madame Morrible, now known as the Wicked Witch.
Right.
Just think, MM, flip it around, Wicked Witch.
It's changed, but not for good.
Wicked Witch.
Was this fun? Because
who is truly the Wicked Witch?
I
WW,
love
MM, WW.
MM turn into Wicked Witch. I know.
Well, MM, flip it around, Wicked Witch. MM.
Madam
It's not gonna stop, by the way.
Yeah, oh my
MM, flip it around, Wicked Witch.
God, that's...
Oh, I played the villain, the Wicked Witch. I think it...
Oh god, that's frying me. That is so funny. One step at a time. Why is Michelle obsessed with this? I don't know. Let the queen have fun, okay? She's an amazing actress. Can she sing? No. No, she can't, but she's a pretty good actress, so like, give her flowers. Let the girl queen out over discovering how M's and W's are inverses of each other. I feel like next time, if they ever did any more interviews or press tours about Wicked again, next time she's going to discover that Morble sounds like horrible, and she's going to create something with that. But no, that's going to be my vocal stem for the end of the year. Just warning everybody now. But truly, the stars of the show, and of course the stars of this press tour, are Ariana and Cynthia. Last time we saw them crying, we saw them weeping, we saw them having a very close friendship that had people questioning, are they having some fun together? Answer, probably not. But this press tour, again, raised the same suspicions and also concerns about other things possibly happening. I think there is one photo that summarizes the way Cynthia and Ariana were acting this entire press tour, and it's this. That is what that was, and I will show you now. Like, she's not, damn it. Your hand is okay, queen. I promise.
We've cried 500 times today.
We've done
today.
We can't.
We are not doing it.
But we just had our own private cry in the parking lot.
Just because.
Correct. Her holding out her hand.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Oh god, this. I'm gonna have to talk about this. It's not funny. It's not that funny.
Nowhere. This experience was like a huge, life-changing, crazy, emotional thing.
Go to an asylum. People think we need to be locked up.
We have therapists.
We have therapists. Okay. Are you talking to them? Yeah, basically they're very much attached at the hip, if you can't tell. They're always holding hands, always like taking care of each other. A lot of people have been complaining that Ariana is kind of taking on this like weaker, fragile, like infantilizing personality, which is a little odd considering this is Ariana Grande performing 7 Rings. Like, girl, I don't think a spill is going to melt your arm off. You were playing Glinda, not Alpha. And let me clarify before I get further into this, I'm not really criticizing Ariana. I personally love Ariana's music. I think she's an amazing performer. I think she's one of the most impressive vocalists of our generation. I love her. I just want her to be okay. So if I say anything later in this video that seems like I'm criticizing her, I'm really not trying to. At the Singapore premiere of Wicked, as you saw, Ariana Grande was somewhat attacked, and it wasn't like she was like attacked, like she wasn't being hurt, but some random ran on the carpet and like grabbed her and was like holding her and jumping with her. And as a celebrity or as anybody, that's startling. That's not fun. I can imagine it's even worse when you're a celebrity and think everyone might be trying to kill you, you know? This is what happened. Oh, this is a close angle. But as you saw, along with the bodyguards, Cynthia swooped in to protect her. In fact, she was faster than the bodyguards. Like, oh my god, she did that so quickly. Mama Cynthia protects her, which honestly, I would like to be protected by Cynthia too. But yeah, that sparked a lot of memes where like Cynthia was Ariana's protector. And although the situation that happened is not okay and uncomfortable, it did produce one of the most iconic things to come out of this press tour. That has 16 million views. Also, Cynthia, she still is, but used to be buff as
In the light of the day, you are such a gift.
harvesting energy with her hand. Oh. Hello?
So great. That joy he wanted to infuse in every frame, so that when you experience the film,
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening.
I didn't know that was happening. This is blood is not security, but at this point, she is her security. Let's be honest.
I think I've gotten her a little bit of her softness.
Her strength.
Her strength.
A little bit of my strength.
Like half of those are from last year, but they literally carried over and doubled. They doubled it and carried it on to the next press tour. I also just want to bring up this video. I don't know how much it connects. This video was just really odd to me. I don't understand why all of them need to be holding, like this looks like a cult. How is that normal? I get John maybe holding Michelle or Ariana's hand down the stairs or Cynthia's, like that makes sense, but they all like walking down in unison, all holding hands in like a weird square. It frightens me. And a lot of people were saying they all, especially on this particular carpet, looked very weak, which we're about to get into. It's producing this very weird image and genuinely makes me like a little uncomfortable. Like this comment says, why are they acting like they are made of glass? I don't know. Cynthia has been buff as hell. This comment also says, what is happening with this cast for real? You're telling me that Michelle Yeoh, the baddie who does her own stunts, cannot walk down some stairs? Why is everyone acting like they are children? This whole infantilization and like playing really, really hard into this role, not only as like their role in the movie, but their role as a cast member in this production is very odd. And I just want to say, theater kids are annoying as hell. That's normal. When I used to do shows, like I would get very invested. I'm best friends with my castmates. We have inside jokes. We act a certain way just because of the show we're in. That's normal. And professional theater kids sometimes play into it really hard, but usually most professional theater kids, especially in like Broadway productions, like keep it a little more contained, especially like when they're not being blown up as much, you know. But because this phenomenon of Wicked in this movie is such a big thing and they're being given this screen and they're being allowed to play into these delusional fantasies so much, the theater kid in them is running rampant and they have no way of containing it. Like it's not being contained to a middle school production of Shrek or even to the green rooms of their theater. No, it's being out in the open, and that's it's becoming a little concerning. They saw green on the carpet and they're like, oh, this is the green room, we can act like there's a couch right there. Like no, you can't. Just to clarify, no one is having sex on the carpet. Just letting you know, I know that reference was a little dramatic. We're gonna get into some possibly darker topics right now, just letting you know. There are a lot of concerns with this movie. A lot of people think The Wizard of Oz is cursed due to so many actors in the original movie dying from causes from the set of the production. And it honestly seems like this production is still concerning. Albeit no one has died yet, things don't look normal. This was kind of a conversation last year with the first movie. People noticed that Cynthia and Ariana got very, very skinny. I didn't really comment a ton on it because yes, they looked skinnier, but maybe they just dropped weight. Maybe they were working out a lot for something they were doing. You never know, right? But this year, it has not only stayed the same, it has gotten worse and more people have joined in. I don't want to be like commenting on someone's body because I know last year Ariana said like when people say I'm too skinny, they compare me to when I felt like I was at my worst, blah, 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 blah. And I do want to respect that. However, there is a line and I cannot ignore that. Again, I'm not commenting on this to criticize anyone's body or anyone's mental health. That's not the point of this, but this is becoming an ongoing pattern that is not okay. Not only have Cynthia and Ariana continued to lose weight, Michelle Yeoh has now too. These three are all very powerful women that are now not only infantilizing themselves, but also dropping an insane amount of weight that is so concerning. Again, I don't want to get into this too much because that's not like the overarching part of this video. There are so many educated educational videos on this that you guys should really, really watch. I would highly encourage you to do so. There are also some conspiracies that are a little odd, but make some sense sometimes. But also, I just don't want to re-trigger anyone. I don't want this to be a space where you feel like I'm always talking about something like this and it's triggering. I also don't want to get this video restricted because, again, this isn't like the main point of the video. But all I want to say is that anybody who is feeling insecure because of how these actresses look in comparison to yourself, or if you're just feeling triggered by it, like maybe you should look like them, or maybe they're making you very uncomfortable, I just want you to know that this is not normal. We should not be able to see literal bones on people. We should not be able to see your literal sternum. That's bad. We should not be scared that someone does not have enough energy to walk down the stairs when a year or 2 or 3 years ago they were performing large tours at a perfectly healthy rate. And we should especially not be concerned or aware of these things when these people are millionaires. They have enough money to feed themselves. They have enough money to work out and take care of themselves. They have enough money to present themselves however they want, but they're not. And these things are not normal. And I need to emphasize that because I feel like more and more celebrities are dropping weight. And there are many before and after pics. There are many current concerns and photos and video evidence that I could bring up, but I simply don't want to re-trigger someone. I don't want to go through and like critique women's bodies throughout the video because that's not what I'm about, but I am about raising an awareness and a concern for that. Again, so many videos, so many educational videos going over this. Would highly encourage you to take a look at them if you're further interested in the topic and don't know about it. There is a big difference in someone working out and toning and happening to lose weight and someone looking malnourished. If you or anyone you know needs help, please contact a trusted adult, family members, friends, or reach out to this phone number. And I'll also put some website links in the description below. It's very disheartening to see so many actors and actresses lose so much weight and present themselves as if that's very, very normal and as if that's the ideal. Malnourishment should never be normal in any context. Whether it's cosmetic reasoning or political reasoning, that is not normal. So, moving on. People are theorizing that something traumatic happened on the set or that the government is making them do that. There's many conspiracies. Again, the conspiracy of the Wizard of Oz curse honestly sounds kind of relevant now. I hope nothing happens to Jonathan Bailey. Oh my god. But yes, some very odd happenings on that set. Anyway, all this to say, that isn't to criticize the movie franchise overall. I'm gonna be honest, Act 2 of Wicked is just not as good as Act 1 is Wicked. So the movies are gonna follow the same suit. I know I haven't seen it yet, but I just kind of know that. Like, I'm going into that knowing that. And I think some people didn't, and that caused some confusion. But this press tour and the movies aren't to criticize the franchise overall. I think this franchise has also represented a lot of good and done a lot of good. For example, this role has fulfilled a real dream of Ariana's, and I can't speculate on her health or anything, but I can know that she was truly happy to get this experience.
Wicked? Is that different though?
That's very different. Oh, that's very different. Yeah, that's very different. I'd do anything.
Alphabet.
I don't want to talk about it because I'm gonna cry and like I would do anything.
I started doing theater when I was younger. I have always been a huge theater nerd. And you know, like you said, you didn't know. A lot of people don't actually know that this is like my soul. Yeah, it's like my heart.
Would you be Alphabet or Glenda? You'd be Glenda.
For sure.
Something is so genuine about her love for the show that I just think that this is something that was very good that came out of Wicked. Another good thing that came out of Wicked was just the overall meaning of the show and the representation it has, and girls being able to see really powerful and complex protagonists.
At a certain point in the movie, Glinda is told, do what you do best, be pretty, smile, and shut up. The line is going to speak to a lot of women in the world because that's what we're told quite often. Yeah. I want to know, what do you guys have to say about it?
I think do the opposite. Don't smile, shut up, and be pretty. Be pretty and smile and be loud. And be loud and proud. Say everything. Things. Speak.
Yes. Speak. Yeah. Let's go.
I had this crazy realization when everyone's talking. What? I've been listening to you for so long.
Cynthia.
The voices I've listened to.
Mm-hmm.
We get to sit here and do this together. It's really wonderful.
Well, it is for us too.
You create something that meant that we could have a dream come true. It's a big deal. We're all sat here together doing that work, and you passed something to us.
Yes.
And we get to give that out. It's really special.
It is. Once in a lifetime situation.
I'm so glad that we're still alive to see.
Oh my god, shut the f up. Do I think they look a little crazy in that video? And did I save it initially because I thought they looked a little crazy? Yeah. But I do think, again, it is a powerful thing. Like, Wicked is a very powerful story. And I'm very happy that it's to a wider audience, not just in theater, because theater can be very inaccessible to many people worldwide. It was important to be made into a movie adaptation for that reasoning. However, that doesn't eliminate the concern I have for the people in the cast, but I do think it is empowering for many girls to have these people to look up to and have these protagonists to look up to. That being said, I hope that little girls who look up to them also know that they are beautiful no matter what kind of body they in, no matter if they're green or if you can't see your bone, you know? It's a double-edged sword, but overall, I think this movie franchise is still something that is needed. Primarily for the memes it gives me, honestly, primarily for that reason. But no, it is a very important film for many, many people worldwide. And because of that, I do understand the emotion they have. And with that, that's all I have to say about this press tour. This is the final press tour for Wicked, so we're done for good. If you have any thoughts about the Wicked press tours over the years, please feel free to type that in the comments below. And while you're down there, you can hit the like button. And while you're down there, you can hit the subscribe button. The majority of my viewers are not subscribed, so I think we should fix that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I love you. Bye. It's midnight. Clock strikes 12. Midnight arrives. That meme is going to be so irrelevant in a month. So if somebody is watching this 5 years in the future, they're gonna not know what the I'm talking about.